have to drop your hands down, move towards his ears hard, and flip your wrist towards the front there. And again, don't pull up, because you got to let go first. Before you can elevate a horse, you have to let go of him. Because if you pull up in that position, he doesn't understand you're trying to get his nose, so he rolls over behind. So you've got to move your hands down, flip your hands at him just like that to get that nose to come up. And then let go. Press hard with your leg now. Kick, 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 kick. You've lost your tempo. There. Kick, kick. Now put your hands in a neutral position. 6-inch together. Don't spread your hands. Good. Leg. More trot. More trot. Good. Keep your hands right there. More trot. Good. Good. More trot. Now walk. You're walking up the hill. Don't let him walk down the hill. Don't let him walk down the hill. Don't let him walk down the hill. Good. Don't let him walk down the hill. Good. Good. Now let him walk down the hill. Let go. Stay a good boy. It's hard for a horse to stay, keep that hot bent, keep that rib up, keep that shoulder up. In a dressage test, the dressage test lasts 5 minutes, 6 minutes at the most. Maybe there's 8 minutes of real advancement, but that's a lot of. During that whole time, they're not collected the whole time. They're only collected half of it. The same thing when we ride a horse. You ride across the pasture to rope, let's say a ranch horse. We ride across the pasture with a nice loose rein. The horse is nice and relaxed. We have a steer that's got that's lame that needs to be roped to a doctor for foot rot. A horse has been walking for 2 hours and we're looking through the cow, we find one. We pick the rein up, we say get on muscle, we run and we rope one, we get him doctored in 3 minutes. He's only on muscle for 20 seconds. And then we go back to relaxing the horse again. Horses can't stay in this collective motion forever. We're saying, would you please give me this for 5 or 6 minutes or whatever, but we don't do it 5 or 6 minutes at a time. We say, that's what's beneficial about cowboy dressage or any dressage test. Ride collected, I'll let you down free. Ride collected in a trot, I'll let you down free in the free jog. Ride collected in a lope, I'll let you free lope. Keeping a horse on muscle all the time is impossible. Well, it's not impossible. It's hard on their hocks. I've heard this story say, if you ride your horse correct with collection, it's easier on their body. It's not. It's harder. We're taking a horse that works his front end too much. It's extremely hard when the horse stays all their weight on the front end because it's hard on the front feet and the joints of the front feet. Getting him off of those front feet is going to be beneficial to this horse, but standing him back too much is going to be hard. Eventually will be hard on his hocks. So we're going to say, I'm taking the less of two evils. So I'll ride a horse 50-50. I won't stand one up big time all the time. We're only doing that to show off. So we're just trying to say, would you put more weight on your rear end and take a little off of your back end to 50-50 instead of 60-40? Okay, start trotting. Is my personal opinion. Now, when I show, I'll set one down hard. I mean, the cowboy dressage is about collection and about sitting the horse down when you need to, not enough, and that's in upper levels. But I don't see any reason, if you're not showing, that you really, it's just so you can say, look what I can do for my horse. I can stand him back as much as I want, or I can let him be on his forehand if I want, or I can let him be 50-50 if I want, or I can stand him up on and make him sit on his tail if I want. And straight down the rail. Good. Hands up. Push with your feet. Kick, kick, don't push. When you squeeze, he didn't give you anything. So you need to kick him. Every time you don't feel a difference, hands closer together. Hands closer together. Good. Now kick with your feet. Because when you squeeze, he's not giving you anything. Close that front door. Close that front door. Vertical nose. Vertical nose. There. Hands up. When you give his vertical nose, he tries to drop his neck. Say, no, I want you to stay up and give me your vertical nose. There. Good. 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 Turn down quarter line in. Good. And leg yield right. Leg yield towards the building. Good. Not too much bend. Forward. Now go forward. Squeeze. If he doesn't give you something, kick him in the belly. There. Very nice. Come across the diagonal from H. Turn left at H. Come across the diagonal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hands close together. Don't separate your hands. Create the bend. Lift your right rein softly before you get there, but don't let him turn yet. Right rein, lift. Make him look the right way. Now let him turn by dropping on your inside seat bone. Make the turn. We're allowing horses to turn. We're not turning them. When you create a bend in a horse, he wants to follow his nose. So if you don't want to cut the circle off, you have to prevent him from following his nose. Up, more trot, bang, bang. Good. It's too fun riding that little jig. Good. I have no fun when I'm riding horses in collection. I mean, I love the collection, but it's not like I have a nice little comfortable seat all the time. Now, rising trot, but keep him up. Good. Not worried about the diagonal yet. I'm sure you've all heard me say, in Europe, they don't care what the correct diagonal is. That's a United States thing. Now, you see what happened? Now, go, walk. What happens on him, he says, you know, every time you lose that seat, I'm going to suck back. So you sit right back down. When he sucks back, you sit down and you stab him with both feet and said, I had both legs on you, squeezing as I was doing the rising trot. Why did you disrespect my legs? They were still doing the same thing or when I was sitting. Now do your rising trot. If he sucks back, keep your leg on your horse as you're doing the rising trot. We get to concentrating so much on a rising trot, we forget what the leg's supposed to be. The leg is the gas pedal. If that leg gets to flopping out there, and I see it happen a lot in the dressage world, if it works for you, so be it. It doesn't work for me, because when my leg comes off a horse, they're supposed to stop. So if I'm coming in, that means go forward. If my leg comes off the horse, he's supposed to slow down. So that means the horse is going, On my horses, they will. When they've taught that horse because of that loose leg to be flopping on and off, that horse forgets what off means, as far as I'm concerned. That's why over the 40 years that I've done this, or more, I won't tell you how old I am, but I'm older than dirt. Let's put it that way. I've done this for a long time. I've never had a horse, because I love horses that think about whoa. I've never had a horse that can think about whoa with me bringing a leg in and off, teach him to go forward by in and out, in and out, in and out. They go forward because it's on. I make it simple. When my leg's on, you go forward. When my leg's off, you don't go forward. Good. Good. That's much better. That's much better because you're maintaining the tempo. Very good. Now, people say, gosh, this is hard. Oh, I thought the rising trot was easy. The rising trot isn't easy if your leg won't stay off, if your horse won't stay off your leg. Now, sit down and keep him trotting. Boom, boom. Vertical nose. He went into his little shuffle right there. Hands up and walk. Take your little break. Let him down. Let him relax. He's just doing whatever a horse wants to do. He said, boys, just let me go down and have a good time. Nothing wrong with that. If you're on a trail ride, you're going to say, hey, go ahead and do that. I'm trail riding. I have great respect for trail riders. I have great respect for anybody who rides a horse. You can ride your horse any way you want, but we can't take a horse that we've let fall on the forehand all the time and then be mad at them when we stand them up because they can't be an athlete. When we try to ask them to be an athlete and they can't do it because we've never asked them to do it. Walking, remember our walk lesson, that you make a horse walk more, send his neck down. This is for the auditors as much. Most of my auditors here have been to quite a few of my lessons, and we've talked about this a lot. We have a tendency to ride the trot, and we have a tendency to ride the lope, but we never ride the walk. It's still a gait, you ride it. If you want him not to walk, quit riding. Just quit riding. He'll get into and you hold the reins. That's like letting go of the car steering wheel. Now, go to walking again. Softly. Real soft rein. Soft rein. Now, the real soft seat though. This is a Western pleasure walk. And people say, well, this is all my horse can walk. It's not. Now, get in a rhythm with your feet. One at a time. 1 foot at a time. Bump. Left, right. Now, let's look at the difference in his walk. Because she's practiced this.